What's going on, guys? SuperMarioT here. Welcome to my very first collaboration on the channel. In this collab, I'm going to be discussing the top 3 Paper Mario games with me and my partner we have here today. We're going to be talking about our favorite memories of their top 3 Paper Mario games, and we're going to discuss our hopes for the future and whatever else regarding the Paper Mario series. And with me, I have Stardust Speedway Gaming. Care to introduce yourself, SSG?
Hey everybody, I'm what you might call the OG fan of Super Mario T. Just kidding. But please, Super Mario T, feel free to call me Ty. That's what my friends call me.
Okay, Ty. I was gonna say why. Okay, there's a thing why Ty resonates with me, but I'll get into that in the future of my channel. It'll be
then.
It'll be something in particular, but I'm digressing. Should we start with your third favorite Paper Mario game or mine?
As the guest, I feel I have the right to.
Alright, and okay. Just to be aware, this is going to go up on my channel, and I'm sure most of you guys know my top 5 at this point. I made a video like several months back. Yep. I do contemplate my number 3 and 2 often now that I've gone back to some Paper Mario games, but I'm not going to just shoehorn my video in. We're just going to get on with our discussion. So, Ty, what is your third favorite Paper Mario game?
My third favorite, believe it or not, is actually Paper Mario Color Splash. Okay, how so? Alright. I don't want to reveal too much, but Color Splash was a very interesting concept for a game. Ever since the reveal trailer I was excited for it, even if I'm not the biggest traditional Paper Mario RPG fan. I love them. I love them so much, but I'm not the biggest Paper Mario RPG fan, and there was something about Color Splash that really resonated with me for some reason. I don't know. It was just a very interesting concept, and in gameplay, I really enjoyed how engaging the battle system was. I know it wasn't as engaging for most people, but I kind of like the little things. That's why I like the Wii so much and the motion controls. Kind of the same thing with its battle system, how you like flick up the cards. That was sort of my thing.
Okay, I can see that. Like, I do agree Color Splash has some redeeming qualities in it, but regarding the gameplay, that is probably one of the bigger flaws most people can agree on.
I think it's more of an acquired taste than anything, really.
True.
Like, having an RPG, having a turn-based battle system experience points that isn't an XCOM type game can turn off some people, but I always found it interesting.
Any fond memories you have of Color Splash, or?
Oh man, where do I begin? There's a big one, the parallel universe, the purple islands with the parallel universe. Yeah, that one freaked me out. I was like, wait, what? What in the world is this? I was so confused, having like this floating island with like just spires in a different dimension where you get to talk to Shy Guys peacefully. There was that one scene on the train. On the train with the Shy Guy who talks to you about how he's recruited to Bowser's army and he has no choice but to fight you. But since they're kind of in downtime, they can talk to each other about, just being enemies, I suppose. That kind of impacted me in a special way and shows that Bowser's army is full of recruits and not people that necessarily hate Mario. It kind of brings a bit more humanity to the universe, in my opinion. And then, of course, there's that Super Mario Bros. 3 section.
Oh, yeah.
And then Huey. Huey is just hilarious. I love Huey. He's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I agree with you on. Like the train section, yeah, that was funny. The interactions you had with the Shy Guy.
And with the baddies.
I forgot Color Splash did have plenty of interesting locations. That Coliseum.
Yeah, just the locations in general. And Port Prisma kind of being, I wouldn't say necessarily, I think it was a bit of a tribute to TTYD with kind of the structure of Sticker Star's Decalberg, which I found was a nice compromise.
Yeah, the problem, though, it kind of backfired when it was revealed at the beginning, because everyone saw that boat, and then they were walking up in the plaza, and
then... everything just sort of fell apart. But for me it wasn't... I don't know. For me, I felt kind of differently about it than most people, which I find kind of interesting.
That's good, and that's fine. We all have our different experiences and opinions as well. Remember
Yeah.
that, guys, because
Yeah, that's why.
not everyone
That's why
is
I like
wise on this.
You're an advocate for discussion and the exchange of opinions.
Okay. Okay. Let me just.
So what's your third?
I'm gonna clarify. I've gone back to recent Paper Mario games since last fall, so I've been kind of wavering back and forth between my numbers 3 and my number 2. I'm gonna have to look at this so much more critically at one point. I don't know when, but right now, the original Paper Mario is my number 3. I love the RPG gameplay and everything of that and the Thousand Year Door. The story was good. The writing was great.
Right.
It set up the foundation.
The art style.
Yeah, the art style too. It set up the foundation for what Paper Mario is all about. Between a great story, these wonderful characters. And yeah, I know the story is just Bowser kidnapping Peach, but there's added lore with the Star Spirits, Star Haven, and all these other worlds. And
yeah, it's very interesting.
Bowser was interestingly competent as a main antagonist in that game. That was one of Bowser's best performances in any Mario game.
When I first played Paper Mario 64, that's what confused me the most. That Bowser was being so competent. Because I played Bowser's Inside Story before this. And having that impression of Bowser going to this, I'm just like, Bowser sort of just trucks through everything. Why is he being so tactical?
In terms of Mario RPG quality, you did make a good transition, but for Bowser's character, yeah, that is kind of a sharp contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, but the art style is a lot more soft than the later entries. I think it's a lot more soft than TTYD. Like, the other games are kind of sharp. Well, except for maybe Color Splash, but the art style is a bit more soft in that game than the sharper, like, black-lined.
Yeah, and there's more detail within that soft art style that I can appreciate.
Right. Yeah. It was a bit more serene. It felt more like a storybook than
Bowser's
the
plan was
did.
Honestly, Bowser's plan was foolproof in that game because he had so many different like minions and bosses at his disposal. The Star Rod.
In theory, it was foolproof, but you had these little factors like you had Twink, and then you had
Peach.
You had like all these little factors that like it's like a wall. If you have these little things at the base of the wall that like that cause overall decay over time, it can cause a whole thing to crash down.
Yeah, and another noteworthy thing was the original Paper Mario was one of the very, very, very few RPGs the N64 had, and it was a very good RPG as well. Not like your other RPGs either.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was a very unique. It was obviously an expansion of Super Mario RPG. I mean, it was called Super Mario RPG 2 originally before it was changed to Mario Story in Japan and then Paper Mario here.
Yeah, exactly. And even for how different it is compared to other RPGs like Final Fantasy and whatnot, there is a lot of depth within the kind of characters and moves and abilities you have.
Right.
Even with just Mario alone, but the partners just add so much to the gameplay and just makes it so much more fun.
Though I will say up front that I do prefer the Mario and Luigi battle system to the Paper Mario traditional.
Mario and Luigi.
Because that battle system, it felt more active. At least to me, it felt more active, and I kind of like I love turn-based. I even like menu-based RPGs. I like Pokemon, but I just prefer Mario and Luigi's battle system. Not to say that Paper Mario or TTYD's battle system is bad. No, not by any means. It's a very it builds upon itself as you go through the story, and in an effective way too, with the Crystal Stars and the Star Spirits, and I really like that. But I just really prefer Mario and Luigi's battle system.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, not only is Mario and Luigi more active, but also we love Paper Mario at the end of the day. Don't get us wrong, but I'm sure we're in agreement. Mario and Luigi's been more consistent in terms of quality and gameplay compared to even with Paper Jam being the most like bare bones. It's still.
And I can understand that. I can understand them taking less risks with that game because you can't having Paper Luigi in that game. You had 4 characters and partners in time, but having 4 characters that you control individually instead of most of the time having them on your back, because either you had 2 with the big bros, 2 with the little bros, or 4 with them in piggyback, and basically the little bros taking a backseat, except for bros attacks and hammer attacks.
Yeah,
or hammer counterattacks.
I think the way they gave Paper Mario those extra abilities like justifies.
I think it filled with
solo.
space. I love the trio abilities. The trio abilities are great.
Yeah, they are. That in the game, the battles were. I thought the battles were fun. The battles were actually pretty good.
The battles are super fun. Even if the overall environments were generic, I could see why they took a bit more of a minimalistic approach to this kind of crossover game. Because if you were to have Mario and Luigi X Final Fantasy, man, they'd go full ham with that. But with like Paper Mario, it can get kind of tricky, especially for a new generation that wouldn't necessarily know the TTYD enemies and NPCs. I think it'd be kind of tricky.
Yeah, and I know we're kind of going off tangent into Mario and Luigi territory right now.
Yeah.
We're sorry about that, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of getting into this. I like that. I like listening to people who go off tangents, but we'll keep it brief for a little while longer. But there's another thing I wanted to bring up. Oh my god,
Also, the way they handle tutorials in series, having them have that guidebook for older players. And the way they had fast forwarding cutscenes. That was the most progressive Mario and Luigi game, mechanically.
All right. I remember what I was gonna say, and here's how we'll branch back into Paper Mario. Excuse me. So here's one thing that people give Sticker Star a lot of flack for. Color Splash improves it even just decently, but I feel Mario and Luigi Paper Jam does this more. They make effective use out of Mario's whole roster of enemies and characters. Like Sticker Star, you had with the good guys, you had Mario, Peach, and Toad. With Bowser, you had the basic Goomba, Koopa Troopa Shy Guy, Petey Piranha, all that stuff. In Color Splash, I remember in the circus level, like near towards the end of the game, you're getting the 6th big paint star. You're fighting a gauntlet of enemies. They brought back the dinosaur enemies from Super Mario World.
Yeah,
you never see those guys anymore.
I think those are called they aren't called Rex. I think they're called albino dinos.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Their last appearance since Mario World was New Super Mario Bros. 2, which gave people a lot of exposure to them, which gives them more of an opportunity to come back.
Wait, are you thinking of Reznor?
Oh, Reznor.
Yeah, because I don't remember albino dinos being in New Super Mario Bros. 2. I do remember Reznor, and I like that Reznor came back, but...
Right.
And in Paper Jam, you had, between the good guys, I love Toadette in that game. Toadette's so cute in Paper Jam.
Toadette's so good! Toadette is so good in that game.
And, the Koopalings are in Paper Jam, but they all have distinct personalities. They brought back King Bomb, King Boo. The boss battles in Paper Jam are really good. Oh my god.
And by the way, having Toadette in Paper Jam kind of contextualizes her role in Super Mario Odyssey.
That is true.
With Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, those two things combined.
That is true.
She's very intuitive and ingenuitive, just like Captain Toad, but she has that scouter outfit like in Captain Toad, but she's inventive like in Paper Jam. And while the side doesn't necessarily show in Odyssey as much as her intuitive side, being able to follow Mario around and track all his stats, how does she do that without jumping? I don't know, but she probably goes around in a hot air balloon. But but it's very interesting seeing how there is a bit of cohesion to the Mario universe, even if it's just a tiny bit, even if it's just a tiny little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Also the jugglers in Color Splash. I love those guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Hammer Brothers.
And they used, what song they used for that battle? They remixed Versus Overworld from New Super Mario Brothers. You may not have ever heard it. You may not have ever heard it if you haven't done Versus. But I remember it distinctively, and they brought back that song of all things for that game.
Oh,
that was insane.
Well,
that was incredible. I was like, wait, is that what I think it is? Oh my gosh, it's my childhood. It's back. It's finally back. Oh, they didn't forget.
All right, we kind of went on a little bit long there for a
second.
second.
We went a bit long, but I don't think it is a discussion, so I don't think it's much of a problem.
Plus, people do consider Paper Jam half Paper Mario. They compare it with the other Paper Mario.
Honestly,
I get why, but I don't.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
That
me
sentiment. I
neither.
think it
Me
is
neither.
still a Mario and Luigi game.
Exactly.
Though
Exactly.
I think it is just a Mario and Luigi game, but with Paper Mario as a cameo, or not more than a cameo, as a guest star. But hey, people do what they will, and Paper Jam has awesome papercraft battling. So that's
Exactly. And going back to the original Mario 64, because
right.
Paper Mario 64.
Yeah, the original Mario 64. Yes, we've gone from these to platformers.
Best Mario game ever, guys.
Yes, yes. Except for Odyssey, of course.
Yeah. My memories I can think of off the top of my head. Chapter 3. I like that. The boos, they're not just your typical enemy. The fact that you have a boo partner, and there's this big guy who's consuming boos, which are who are technically dead, but they're not really, because like you know what I mean.
Well, EGAT's still doing research on that thing to this. So.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. And another thing that's weirder, Chapter 4 is Toy Box. I love Chapter 4. And man. What? The general shot guy. Chapter 4 was so... I did not expect jumping into a toy box of all things.
Oh, man.
That just reminded me of Toy Time Galaxy from
Galaxy. I was about to say that, actually.
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite galaxies in Mario Galaxy.
Oh,
so,
it was.
Hey, yes. that works well for itself.
Oh, wow. Actually, funny story. It took me 7 tries to beat General Guy.
Really?
Yes. I don't remember. I think I was around level 10, actually. Level 10 or level 11, and I had so much trouble. And
you just reminded me of the anti-guy too. And people told me that was one of the hardest enemies in the whole game. I beat it on my first try.
And you have to fight 4 of them, I think.
In Bowser's Castle near the end if you get one of the questions wrong, yeah. I want to do that now. If I ever play Paper Mario again, I want to do that.
Oh man, you should make a video of you doing that. But it was such a tease in Bowser's Castle. Oh, by the way, you should probably put a spoiler warning for anything.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
On the video label. But it was such a tease seeing the Koopa Bros come back, because despite them being the easiest final chapter boss, they were my favorite. They were my favorite boss characters.
Yeah,
I love the Koopa Brothers, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Koopa Brothers!" We got Junior Troopa comes in, and I'm just like, "No, I wanted to fight the Koopa Brothers." That is the problem with TTYD. I mean, with a Paper Mario in general, there are no boss rematches.
There's a problem, and that's in your door. What are you saying? Are you saying it's a bad game? I'm kidding.
Oh man. Yeah, you in before triggered fanboys. But
I have a lot
Junior
of memories.
Troopa. Oh man, Junior Troopa.
I love Junior Troopa, but I will admit that was kind of a
He's kind of like Gary. He's like Gary from Pokemon or a blue.
Yeah, exactly. He comes up at the weirdest times too. He comes up when you least expect it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's you. Why are you here?
Across the ocean. He swam across the ocean
twice.
Trying to get to you.
Twice.
Actually, you can encounter him anytime after going to Lava Island. Go back, he fights you immediately. You don't have to beat the chapter for him to encounter you, or for you to encounter him.
Oh.
He chases you. He swims across the ocean. Then, ironically, I think he grows wings. Doesn't he grow wings in that battle?
Yeah, he grows wings. He goes into a shell. He has a spike.
And then he gets a cameo in Paper Mario TTYD when Zip Toad, his letter, has Junior Troopa in the background out the window of the train.
Yeah.
Still searching for Mario to this day, I see. In Paper Mario 6, Junior Troopa's going to show up again, and he's going to be like, "Long time no see, Mario."
Wait. Since when are we talking about Sonic? Long time no see, because they always use that line in practically every Sonic game.
I know. I thought. Then again, you're a Sonic fan, so I should expect more of you.
Another thing about the original Chapter 5. I love that there was a lot more than just going to an island. It was the whole chapter was practically a Yoshi's Island reference.
I love Colorado. I love Colorado so much.
Oh my god, Colorado! It's a tribe of Yoshis. I was not expecting to see Yoshis in
the Yoshi's Island remix. Oh, that Yoster Island remix from the original Super Mario RPG. So good.
And now I know where the Partners in Time song Yoshi's Village came from. Because that was one of my favorite songs of Partners in Time.
And it was reused in Fortune Street on Yoshi's Island's board. On the Yoshi Island board, it was reused in Fortune Street.
Yeah.
I've never played Fortune Street, but I've seen the Runaway guy play it. So.
And of course, Chapter 8, the finale in Paper Mario.
Yep.
Like the build-up. The build-up was so good. That's the thing with these Paper Mario games. They usually tend to have good build-up towards the final fight.
Yeah. When we get further on, and once we get to number 1, I can't wait to talk about that game because that game has amazing build-up. But we should probably get to our number 2s.
Yeah, we've been on this for a long ass time. Hang on, let me just check for a second. Okay. We've been on this for 20 minutes.
It's amazing. You're gonna be able to put so many ads and commercial breaks in this video.
I'm probably just gonna put like 1 or 2. I try not to abuse it.
One or two, that'd be good. But my second favorite Paper Mario game, and this is probably gonna trigger people even more, Sticker Star.
Okay, I'm ending the discussion, but I'm kidding. It's like I can't do this.
I know. To most people, Color Splash is obviously the superior Sticker Star. But here's the thing, I don't necessarily prefer it, necessarily. Sorry for saying necessarily so much. But here's the thing, Sticker Star, it's partially nostalgia, but not mostly, because mostly just gameplay. But when I was a kid and I saw the trailer for Sticker Star, man, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh! I just got finished playing Super Paper Mario. Now I get to play Colors. Now I got to play Sticker Star. And then after a while, I had played T2. I had played T2ID, of course, and then Super. And then I look at the description in the eShop, and it says there are no experience points in this game. And my first reaction was, wait, what? And then my second reaction was, this is different, but I might actually like it a lot. Because in the eShop description, it actually says that there are no battles with no experience points. I got it that Christmas, Sticker Star, and oh man, I spent so much time playing that game. And I actually in 2017, I actually went back and replayed it, and I loved it just as much as I did. You see, with Color Splash, one of my main gripes with Color Splash was the instant game overs that could happen.
Oh yeah,
like that chomp boulder. And then that annoying sniff it or whiff it, having to get that completely right, or else getting a game over to get that required item. Oh man, I did that like 11 times before I got it right, and I was so mad. I hated that so much. And the instant game overs, like Color Splash, and then some of the other elements of it just kind of aggravated me more than Sticker Star did. Like, there were some elements of Sticker Star that I actually enjoyed, and I think they mostly came with the bosses, because the idea of just the underling minion building up this humongous fortress, the Goomba Fortress at the end of Chapter 1 of World 1, I was like, that's actually a pretty cool concept. And then when I got to the desert and I saw that Yoshi Sphinx, and I'm like, wow, that actually fits really well. And then there was that whole sandstorm thing. I really enjoyed that. And then that blooper with the whole rhythm thing kind of reminded me of Rhythm Heaven, actually, that Gooper Blooper boss.
The Gooper Blooper boss was actually a good boss in that game.
And then
that's like the
Wiggler. The Wiggler having its segments cut off, even now, I kind of wince whenever I see that happen. And then when you play Sticker Star and you get one of the Wiggler segments in your party, you can get him to go into this whole sauna thing with you, and then you can get him to go into the ocean, and then you have him in that boat. And basically, there's a bunch of optional things you can do with the Wiggler segments that and then you have this coloring book that Wiggler has as basically sort of like a journal. And what I did, I went back and replayed it and got all of those, and then I read those, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. And then the message at the end of chapter 4 with that snowman wanting to be rebuilt. He didn't want to be melted at the end of winter, so he decided to. So he got the crown, and his only wish was to stay fortified, and he happened to be fortified in the Bowser statue, which kind of led Mario to believe that he was on him. It's embarrassing, but I actually kind of teared up at that because I was like, that's actually kind of sweet. That's actually kind of nice. And then there was that whole thing where mansion, which that kind of element was reused in Color Splash with the blue hotel. That was cool. There's actually I won't spoil that particular element, but if you go into the electronic manual, go play that level in Color Splash, and then go to the electronic manual, and there's actually some optional story for that kind of contextualizes everything that's going on in that, which I find interesting. And then, of course, Chapter 5 has the least impact for me because you're just fighting PD Piranha in a jungle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not even a jungle, like in a volcano.
And then that whole rafting segment where you had to go cheap shop. That was like the only instant game over moment I can think of in that. And hoo boy, that was the one that really got me. That was the only frustrating level I could think of because I did great on all the bosses and everything, but that cheap chomp segment and the fact that you had to do it twice is like the only thing that infuriated me in my playthrough. Well, maybe besides I missed the squeak hammer in Bowser's final battle. You use the squeak hammer for the womp or the thwomp and knock him over. I didn't know that until I bought a bunch of stickers in the shop, and then I hit the hammer. And man, I don't know. It just, and then Bowser Jr. of course. This is his only time appearing in Paper Mario.
That's right.
I thought it was just fun having him there, and then having the links and Color Splash, kind of having it go full circle. But yeah, there were. I think in all of the blandness of the worlds, and the fact that they're just toads, having to be able to see Decalberg's stage progress as you complete chapters, and being able to talk to toads and see the progress, seeing those end of chapters and having most of them having satisfying conclusions and interesting payoffs, even if it is just at the beginning where you see that Goomba fortress. And then, I don't know, there's just something about Sticker Star that I really enjoy, and I don't know, it's kind of difficult to describe, and I know a lot of people because...
Oh, wait, repeat that. I'm sorry, the audio is being a little weird, like...
Sorry.
You said Paper Mario was being something.
I know that Paper Mario fans will wince at me for kind of saying this sort of thing. But I just really enjoyed Sticker Star, and I kind of feel bad that a lot of people can't find the enjoyment that I had with it. But it's totally understandable that they didn't. It's totally understandable that the majority of Paper Mario fans didn't get what they wanted, especially since it's confirmed that we were going to get a TTYD type game on the 3DS. I don't know. I just enjoyed it a lot.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't ever feel embarrassed for voicing your own experiences and thoughts. Like, yeah, it's a shame we can't enjoy it. Like, I didn't like. It's kind of funny too, because I didn't hate Sticker Star as much as I did the first time around, but going back to it, I'm like, I can't play this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so boring.
I don't know, and I feel...
I found it boring for me, just trying to play it over again.
But I actually prefer Sticker Star's progression system of cards and stuff, and if Color Splash, instead of having you take out the paint in enemies as an HP bar, instead of that, having that as an actual HP bar, instead with longer health segments, because all the regular battles in Color Splash are kind of a cakewalk, usually. Yeah. But I've actually found some legitimate difficulty in the later chapter in Sticker Star doing regular battles. Even if they weren't required, I just like getting coins for getting coins. And but I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. Sticker Star overall. And then there was of course Kamek. I like Kamek in a color in a Sticker Star, and I'm glad they used that personality in Paper Jam. Paper Kamek having the personality of Sticker Star Kamek. Even though I like Cammy better, Cammy is 100,000 times better, but I still enjoyed Kamek in this game, in Sticker Star.
I feel like that kind of dropped some potential in Color Splash for Kamek, because they had his theme, they didn't have his fight theme, though. I did like Kamek's themes in Sticker Star.
Oh yeah, he was in Color Splash. I completely forgot.
Yeah, he was a boss fight in the forest.
And he does show up at random times after. He's like Rico Jr. in Dokapon Kingdom.
Yeah.
Actually, that most people are probably not going to get that.
Yeah, I know. I did, but like, it just reminded me too. His fights. He would turn your whole library of stickers into sandals.
Oh man, in a Sticker Star, I thought in Color Splash he would cover up your cards and mix them.
Yeah, he would. He would cover them up. He would mix them. He would use magic on you.
It was annoying that he would become a regular. How Kamek really is, especially since you consider how he was in Yoshi's Island. I think that really suits him better.
How regular of a boss he became, or
like how he shows up in regular battles, and sometimes messes around with you, being like sort of a pest to Mario. Like that's sort of how he was in Yoshi's Island, making a regular monsters feel like bosses. I feel like they transitioned that well into Color Splash, how he did that sort of thing. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I just remember too, when Kamek turns your stickers into sandals, like doesn't matter what kind of stickers you have, mushroom,
it doesn't
jump,
matter.
hammer, they all turn into sandals. They don't change back after the fight, right?
No, they do. They do if you beat them.
Wait, they do?
Yeah, they do. And here's the real kicker. Sometimes, here's the real kicker. You'll get all your stickers back, but the ones you used, the sandals you used, you basically lose what you had before.
Yeah,
so if you end up having to use big sandals because you ran out of little sandals because you're not causing that much damage, then you basically lost a thing. You basically lost a sticker.
Man.
And I thought that was actually kind of interesting. That was a thing. But actually, one of the effects actually in Color Splash is turning into sandals. One of the effects is turning everything into sandals, I thought.
Oh, were you really? I don't remember that in Color Splash. But I thought
he got like 5 effects, I think, and he shows up rarely. You might just not have seen it during a playthrough.
I thought that was annoying though. Like, yeah, I get why he turned him into the sandals and everything, but just the way they use the stickers. Like, if you use it once, it's gone. You're gonna have to search for it all over again.
Yeah, but I think that's an interesting way of stickers. Like, you want to make sure you stock up enough because you never know when you'll run again. And then of course there was Bowser Jr.'s Airship in Sticker Star. Though I think we talked about, I know you have a lot of gripes to Sticker Star and you've expressed them in a lot in your videos. By the way, watch those, they're pretty great. But I think we should probably get to your number 2, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah, so you guys, if you saw my top 5, you already know I'm kind of going against it at the moment, because number 3 is actually my number 2 in this video, which is Super Paper Mario. And I said before, I went back to the other Paper Marios. Super was the one I went back to more, because I just got one of my best friends through the 1,000-year door. He absolutely loves it, by the way. And now
that's great.
We're getting him through. We're getting him through Super. He's halfway through, but he's at college at the moment. And before that, my second best friend. I bought up their YouTube names on my channel before. Antasma 1 and General Offenda.
I've seen him.
General Offenda as well. General Offenda is the one I was talking about with 1,000-Year Door. He's playing Super right now. He's like halfway through. Antasma 1, several months back, he started. I bought my copy of Super Paper Mario over, and that's all we've been playing for like a couple weeks at the time. He absolutely loves it, and watching him play it, watching Offenda play it, and between then, I was playing it on my own as well.
Okay.
I still question why people give it so much shit.
So here's the thing. Wait. Before you go any further, to make this more effective, You might as well speed this up a little. My number 1 is Super Paper Mario.
Wait, really? Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
My number 1 Paper Mario game is Super Paper Mario, and I figured.
Well, damn, that just went a little fast. Okay, but
yeah. So that we can talk about
actually, yeah, that makes
moments.
sense. That kind of makes sense why you went fast there.
Let's go, because I want to talk about what moments I love the same time you talk.
Okay, because
there are so many stand-up moments.
Okay, so going back to what I was saying about Super.
Right.
Why does this game get more shit than Sticker Star and Color Splash sometimes?
Because it's not turn-based. That's why.
Even still, the gameplay is still relatively solid, and everything else you expect from Paper Mario is there. Like, oh my god, I think the story rivals, potentially surpasses the Thousand Year Door. I love the story in Super Paper Mario.
I think it surpasses Thousand Year Door personally. Because
I completely understand that.
Because while there are some elements, like smaller elements, like Bobbery and the X-Nox, it basically comes down to Mario having to team up with a bunch of people from a different country or a different port city to save the world from an ancient evil. With Super, that's sort of how it starts out, but as you get through the story and you see new things and you see these unique characters, and then the development. And not to mention some of the development of the villains comes from that one bartender in Flipside. Flipside or Flopside. That the build-up is, it kind of flip-flops on you. And the story changes up on you in a way. And it's less... Okay, I don't mean to trigger anyone else more than I am. But I kind of find T2IDs a little bit cliche. Like, Super has a bit of a cliche ending, but you don't expect it going into it, and you don't expect the kind of game and the kind of story you're going to get with Super when you go into it.
No, I completely see why. Like, I'm not going to say anything in the Thousand Year Door's ending, but yeah, like, towards it, let's like... Here's a hint. Fairy Tail. If you heard of that anime, you know exactly what I mean.
I've heard of that anime. My cousin watches it. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't.
Well, I'm not going to say anything on Fairy Tail. That's a different discussion for another day. But
yeah, have fun with that.
With the Thousand Year Doors like ending, yeah. But with Mario, I expect some cliches from time to time. With the Thousand Year Door, I honestly don't mind, because it's with every
Super.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that's so weird. Super turns it completely on its head, and then flips it around again, and then flips it on its head again. Okay, so let me talk about some standout moments, or at least one standout moment, and then you can talk about a standout moment that went to you.
Yeah, if we have multiple, I feel like we should go like toss it back and forth like ping pong.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go into. I'm sorry. You should probably come up with a timestamp, but I'm gonna go into full spoiler with Super because I gush the story so much.
All right.
The World of Nothing.
Yeah.
The World of Nothing. Okay, here are some things about the World of Nothing. You don't see the samurai guys in the underwear, which is I think the next chapter, or Kragnag's chapter 6, and then 7 I think is Samurai Kingdom. You don't see them. The reason why
no. Chapter 6 is the Samurai Kingdom. Chapter 5 is the Crag area.
Right.
Okay.
And chapter 7 is underwear.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You don't see the samurai guys in the underwear because they weren't killed. They were erased from existence. Think about that.
Exactly.
And then you go to Brawl Burstum or something like that, or heck, play the song in this video. If you listen closely, you'll hear two things. You will hear the slamming of a door. That slamming of the door to me represents them not being able to escape their non-existence. And then what you also hear is a heart monitor going beep, 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 and then the door will slam for the last time, and then it will flatline. You will hear a heart monitor flatlining.
The amount of
that is dark.
The subtle detail and depth they add to these chapters and events they add so much weight to it. It feels so amazing.
They added so much weight.
You wouldn't think Mario games would do this kind of thing.
But think about it's so dark having like a heart monitor flat doing that.
Yeah, flatline.
It gives me shivers every time. And then you get to the best boss in the game, Mr. The best boss in the game. Oh wait, no. Chapter 3 has the best
Yeah,
boss.
yeah,
in
I was
game.
gonna bring
The first Mr. L encounter is the best boss in the game. That one. Oh boy.
You mind if I get into Chapter 3? Because that's one of the moments I was gonna bring up.
Oh man. Oh wait, no. Chapter 3 is Bitlands. Chapter 3 is Bitlands. 4.
Okay, so Chapter 3 is one of the reasons I think, alongside Sonic Unleashed, Super Paper Mario was ahead of its time. Oh my god, the meta humor in Chapter 3 goes so heavily into what you see online nowadays since like the freaking early 2010s. It's so good.
I judge games I haven't even played.
My first love was an anime character. Oh my god.
And then you had
the game is so freaking hilarious.
Then you had his secret stash with all the TTYD plushies and the GameCube and the Wii.
The Virtual Boy, the Famicom, the Super
the
Famicom.
Virtual Boy and the Famicom.
And then you get to right before the boss fight, and then it's this dating sim. It's goddamn Honey Pop. It's Honey Pop.
Oh, don't even bring that up here. Don't even. This is on another level. This is about as weeaboo as it gets.
And then when Peach blows up the computer, the guy's like, "No, my graphics card."
So high technical.
It's like, oh yeah, work that thorax. I'm pretty sure Tippy might have been like creeped the absolute hell out.
Dude, first of all, she got snatched up by Francis's tongue.
Oh no!
And then take it to his nerd fortress.
Oh no!
My god!
What else did he do that wasn't snapping pics of the butterfly? Francis, oh shit!
Oh gosh! And then going into the next moment it involves Francis. And it's not one that you might expect, but getting Tiptron, getting the maximum amount of coins, and then replacing Tippy, and then you scan and then I think if you scan Mario, she says something about like Mario, the hero, the bravest hero that saved the world, or something like that saved all worlds, and then she said, and then it goes ... At least that's what I think she would say. Tiptron has a subtle epiphany after you visit that she thinks that it thinks that it's Tippy or Timpani, but suddenly the robot goes all E102 gamma on us and has an epiphany. And I'm like, wait, you mean in the post game they can pull this sort of stuff on us?
Yeah.
What is this?
I mean, they pulled like 3 Pits of 100 Trials. You had Flipside, Flopside, and the Samer Kingdom thing.
Flopside. You had Flipside, Pit of 100 Trials. Flopside, Pit of 100 Trials, and then Flopside, The Reckoning.
Well, the third one I was referring to the Samer guys because that is like 100 straight battles in a row.
Basically, you're doing 4. You're basically doing 4.
Yeah.
You're basically doing 4. But the fact that you get, like, Paper Mario party member cards, 2ID party member cards, and being able to see the Paper Mario 64 partners in the current art style in those cards, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's super cool. Having King Samer give those to you, he's like, oh, I don't have a pure heart anymore, so how about I just give you all these cards?
Oh, yeah,
here's my collector's edition Paper Mario 64 cards.
And of course, you run into Bowser of all places, and it makes sense. But I don't think most of us expected to see Bowser here up until the minion mentioned it. You fight him, and then Peach asks, "Can you join us?" And I'm like, "Wait, whoa, what?" Because this game did come before Bowser's Inside Story, so this was minus Mario RPG. Like, you haven't seen Bowser team up with Mario,
but
since then.
You haven't seen it in the paper.
The paper games like Mario, Peach, and Bowser
working together.
It's like Super Mario RPG 2, guys.
Wait a minute, but Paper Mario 64 was Super Mario.
But you play as Peach in Super though.
Someone play the X-Files game I call conspiracy.
That was like the biggest shock for me when I first played Super.
Oh man,
I could play as Peach? Wait, what?
Yeah, because I hardly count Super Mario RPG letting you play as Bowser and Peach, because you couldn't actually play as them. You just control them in a party.
Yeah.
And then of course Chapter 7.
Oh my God, the Shakespearean language.
And then even before then, you got that more super meta humor, having Mario go to basically where people go when they get a game over.
Yeah, depending on the action they do too. But
yeah,
if you want to take that into account, apparently Mario, Luigi, and Bowser have done well. Bowser makes sense, but Mario and Luigi have done some pretty fucked up shit.
no, they get judged. They end.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. They get judged by Queen Jadis.
But what's funny is one of the NPCs, he describes it as world -1.
Yeah.
And -1 in Mario 1 is purgatory. And another says, if you get judged harshly by JD, you'll have bottomless pit duty forever.
So you'll just be falling endlessly
oh man. You basically got to clean an endless pit forever.
All right.
Like that's dark too, but it's like a funny dark.
All right, hang on a second.
All right. I suppose I'll cut this out too. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that.
Sorry about that.
You're still art. Hi, welcome back.
Alright. Wait. Were you trying to talk to my audience?
No, I was trying to sing "Jump Up Superstar."
Oh. All right. Sorry. All right. Go back to what you were saying. I'm sorry. I got distracted by someone.
But it's like having bottomless pit duty. Like that's super scary because it's basically purgatory in the Mario universe. Super dark, but at the same time, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I think when it comes to Super, it can balance the dark, what it does with its darkness, and have it have legitimate payoff and still be funny.
Yeah,
which is something I wish Sonic Forces did, but maybe another day. But we ain't talking about Sonic here.
Yeah, we're talking about Paper Mario.
Yeah. Let's talk about a good franchise. I just made a misstep there.
Oh boy!
Somebody put a disclaimer up. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, guys.
If it sounds like I'm repeating some of your words, it's because not a lot. It doesn't happen a lot, but like for like a split second or two, your audio cuts out. So I'm saying what I'm pretty sure you're saying. I tend to be on the money either way. So, okay. And what's another one? Of course, Chapter 8.
Oh, Chapter 8.
Yeah, the build up.
Chapter.
And then you see
you're losing your party members one by one. Mario loses Bowser, which doesn't show much emotion to that. Well, I mean, he does show some of it. Then he loses Peach. Then he loses Peach.
Well, when they lost Bowser, they had a feeling he was going to be alive because, like, knowing Bowser, he's probably going to strike back. And to be fair, he's done that like several times.
Yeah, and then you have Peach, and the Mario Brothers just were like, we need to move forward. They wanted to save her, but they couldn't get in. And
so they had to forge on and just leave her behind.
But Mario is the one that goes up to the door and shakes to Luigi, which I think is interesting because usually you have the one that isn't the silent protagonist, but having Mario be the one to walk up and try to open the door, I think that's kind of a bit of character development for him. And then Mario loses Luigi. He basically doesn't know what to say, and he knows he needs to move forward, and he can't grieve because they have to move forward. But can you imagine the weight that's on Mario's shoulders, losing his friends one by one, and then having to go through that castle as the world is ending behind him?
Not just his friends, like the one girl he'll constantly save, the one girl he'll constantly throw his heart out to, as well as his dear and beloved brother. Like,
and then his rival Bowser, because I know this is the first time they team with the Paper Universe, but I'm pretty sure Mario kind of has a spot for Bowser and he understands. Because Mario and Paper Mario basically have the same personality, so understanding that, how Mario and especially.
Wait. Repeat what you just said. I'm sorry, the audio again.
Having Mario, I think Mario understanding Bowser. Mario understands Bowser, and especially since the end of them basically being the same Mario and Paper Mario being the same character, you can kind of feel that Mario kind of feels the same way towards Bowser in that universe as just like the main universe. But man, losing your brother and then save the world by yourself, especially when you up as hard as you can to act with your friends to be able to save the world, and then you just being by yourself after having companions by your side. I mean, you have the Pixels, but beyond their first encounters, they don't have much personality outside of Tippy.
Yeah, and the Pixels were created to be used as tools, essentially.
Yeah, but I think it was I even for me there was so much pressure because I knew in the end we were gonna win, but Mario didn't. If you think about it, Mario did.
Because his greatest rival, his brother, like they're all down. They got bested by Count Black's minions. So what's the big boss?
Actually, they got bested. They got bested by the end of the world. Luigi was the one that got blown up by Dementio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dementio faked his own death. He basically faked suicide and took Luigi with him.
Yeah, that shocked me a little. Yeah, that's right. Originally, I thought, wait, did Luigi just die? Wait a second.
Again?
Yo, the whole transition from Chapter 6 to Chapter 8 is like, that's the highlight of Super for me, alongside Chapter 3-4.
It's 6, and then you have 7, which 7 isn't good until The World of Nothing, which is a total standout moment, and probably my favorite moment in the entire series. But, actually no, strike that. My favorite scene, when Count Black and Tippy get married at the very end.
Oh my god, that's so precious. It's so precious. And then the credits roll, and then you have the picture at the end. They're on the hill. It's like,
they're on their perfect world, and
you wonder what Timpani looks like. Not in her pixel form, in her original human form. Yeah, presumably human.
You can tell she's wearing a dress and has long hair. And since Count Black is like of the Tribe of Darkness, I'm pretty sure he looks the exact same.
Yeah, maybe. I can imagine Tippy being Timpani being this. I could see her being blonde.
And then having like a rainbow dress, like her pixel form was like.
Yeah.
Because all the other pixels, and then there was of course the lore behind the pixels with like the Pixel Wars, and then you had like trying to manipulate the pixels because the pixels in the lore were actually used as tools by civilization, and they loved it, but the Pixel Queen basically turned them against civilization, the ancient civilization. On the flip side, I think that's a really interesting take on how the and an explanation for why they even exist. But it's all completely optional. You don't have to know that if you don't want to.
Yeah, and that's another thing with these Paper Mario games. They add all this lore, all these extra story elements and details and whatnot, and some of them are optional. Like, you don't even have to look into them. But because they add them, it feels all the more appreciated when they do.
It feels like there's so much depth.
It feels like they try. They actually try.
Yeah, it feels like with the story. And going from story to gameplay, unless, of course, you have any other Super, like the Woe Zone, of course. The Woe Zone.
Space. Oh yeah,
it's
there was some. It was like something on the Matrix, of course.
Yeah, it was. You got the Stratosphere, and then you got the Ozone, and then you got the Woe Zone. But that and it reminded me of Game & Watch so much. That area of the game reminded me so much of Game & Watch. Okay. But Super's game. But going quickly over gameplay, because you're number one, which I think I know what it is. But going to gameplay, having RPG elements combined with the platforming, if they iron out some of the issues, like the menu, like some of the menu complaints and some of the other stuff, you'd have a very solid game. I mean, it is a solid game, but you have an even more solid game than.
You'd have
you'd
have an even more solid game if the audio keeps doing that thing.
If you had menus, if you had more effective ways of scrolling through menus, and if you ironed out some of the platforming, and maybe made it not 2D, but have it still be a platformer with RPG elements, I think you'd have a really solid game. Because here's the thing, I know that what's her name, the person that did the interview and said she
Risa
they might consider doing. Risa Tabata. I know that she said that if you want an RPG, you want to go to Mario and Luigi. But here's the thing, I don't necessarily disagree, because the big turnoff for me when I played Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door for the first time, or Paper Mario 64 for the first time, was the battle system. I felt was a lot more simplistic compared to Mario and Luigi's RPG system. And even now, I think that having something that be a differentiator from the from Mario and Luigi being a turn-based game, and having something else that would differentiate it, like I feel like that was some of the goal with Sticker Star and Color Splash, and even with Super, was to sort of differentiate it, because you had them leapfrogging RPGs. So having something a bit different, and I understand if you disagree with me on this, but I feel would benefit the series, I don't know, maybe a little more. But I could fully understand them going back to the RPG format, and I'd be happy for the Mario fans that want that.
Yeah, but I kind of see what you're saying, but at the same time, like, it seems like okay, so like when my friend was playing the Thousand Year Door, and he actually did the Pit of 100 Trials, by the way. But it was,
I did that too.
But mainly, like, it was his first time. But mainly, it was because me and the other best friend was helping him. And Tasma me and Tasma were helping Fanda. I don't know why I keep doing that. I say my best friends, but in reality, it's pretty much the same ones all the time. It's Tasma 1 and General Fanda, guys. Come on.
And I'm your best friend too.
Yeah, when you get deeper and deeper down towards the bottom floor, and of course progressing throughout each chapter with each of your partners and all your different items and all the different Crystal Star abilities you have, like there's various different routes, and the badges too. There's all these different intricate elements, and there are all these different battle elements you can add.
If Mario and Luigi had a badge system, well, they sort of did with
Bowser's Side Story
and Bowser's Side Story and Dream Team. But if they had a badge system like they had the one in where you had badge points, like in the original Paper Mario's, then I would never want another Paper Mario RPG again. Because once you got the badges down, and maybe the abilities of the collectibles you get, you pretty much got it down. You pretty much got the formula down, but in a more interactive way than the original Paper Mario's. Though I do know the badges. I know the badges had a lot of depth to it. Plus, there's just the badges that let you do funny sound effects when you attack, and those are my favorite.
That's what I was going to go for, because the badges, they add so much more depth and strategy to the game. The original Paper Mario already had all that depth between the partners and the badges and Mario's attacks.
Right, I wasn't giving the game enough credit. I kind of blanked on badges, but yeah, badges definitely add a lot more complexity.
Yeah, because it seems that every time.
I'm glad I clarified here, so that the Triggered Paper Mario fans are like, "You forgot about badges."
Knowing some of them, they probably typed it out, entered it, and listened to the rest of us like, "Oh, they already covered this. Okay, I'm gonna delete my comment." But yeah, and then the Thousand Year Door being a successor to the original Paper Mario, adding even more badges and different moves and abilities.
Right.
You could make you could do a different playthrough practically every time you play the Thousand Year Door and the original Paper Mario. Like
the Danger Mario runs.
I want to do that. I want to see if I could do that, because
I don't know why there aren't people doing Danger runs more.
Because I just recently went back to the Pit of 100 Trials. I didn't even have an Ultra Shroom. I didn't even have Jam and Jelly. The only healing items I had healed to like 5 to 15 HP and FP. And I thought in the back of my head, it's like, oh, I have an Ultra Shroom and a Jam and Jelly. And then I get around room 70. I look at my bag and I'm like, wait. Oh shit!
You madman!
I almost died around level 91, but I somehow lucked it out, and I beat the whole floor without needing a really good healing item.
You're a madman.
Oh my god!
So madman. Unbelievable.
It was crazy. And Flurry was the real MVP, and she's like regarded as one of the worst partners. Exactly. Yeah, because she was in peril, and I had the Mega Rush badge, and like she dealt a lot of damage. Funnily enough, Afanda did the exact same thing, but with Vivian. So you can imagine Vivian rose up on the charisma meter.
I was like, I thought Flurry was the most useless party member.
She became helpful in this one instance outside of Chapter 2.
Oh man.
But since we're talking
yeah.
so much about the Thousand Year Door, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Sticker Star is my favorite Paper Mario game. I'm kidding. The Thousand Year Door. You guys know this damn well, and for good reason. It's one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Like,
I can totally understand that though. It definitely has game. It definitely has a bit more of solid gameplay than Super does. But the thing with me is that Super was the first Paper Mario game of its time. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I'm not discrediting its gameplay at all, but it did have the foundations of Super Mario RPG and of its original counterpart. So I can understand why Super Paper Mario could have some bumps.
Yeah, I agree. And
in general, it was in general.
Wait, in general, it was what? The audio again.
In general, Super Paper Mario was a very experimental game.
Yeah, experimental.
Especially for 2007, because it was released in 2007.
Yeah, it was
Super.
Yeah, it was very
11 years.
The arts,
11 years this year.
Yeah, the art style too. It seems very like
simplistic.
Not just that, but I'm going to Super for the art style. There's right. I'm trying to think back to what Relaxalax said in his video, in his Super Paper Mario video.
Oh right, I remember.
He compared it to iPhones and like how like it was very like grid based. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm blanking off the top of my head, but
and then he compared it to Undertale, like 10.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the payoff.
But back to back to the Thousand Year Door. And really quickly going back to what you said about Sticker Star, because I forgot to mention this, the art, like how Sticker Star was originally going to be revealed, like the original reveal trailer, how it took a lot of inspiration from Paper Mario 64's art style, and how it had a mole boss, Mario had a chain chomp partner. That was another reason why people hated it so much, because it looked so much like it was going back to its roots, but then it just ended up doing the exact opposite. Almost the exact opposite.
I still want a Chain Chomp partner.
Same, man.
We have yet to have a Chain Chomp that can talk in the Mario universe.
Exactly.
Maybe Mario Party, but that doesn't... I want to talk...
Like,
what things think.
Yeah, even the Chain Chomps and the Red Chomps, actually, in the Glitz Pit, just say arc, or arf.
Yeah, but I would tell you what, maybe we could have a Chain Chomp Party member that replaces what Baby Yoshi did.
Maybe.
Yes, have you ride a Chain Chomp. And basically him being your... Oh no, you walk him as a dog to scare off your enemy.
But, of course, the Thousand Year Door, the characters, they're really good. The gameplay, like the most solid and the most structured and strategic and layered in all the Paper Mario games. Bobbery, Vivian, oh my god.
Oh man, Bobbery is such a... He was such a tragic story.
Oh my god. It's so sad.
Man.
Vivian 2 is very comparable to some people as well, growing up, like being bullied, being harassed. Like Vivian's...
By her sisters.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you don't even have to compare, like, say if you got bullied or like teased by your siblings. Like, you can, but there's also like the stereotypical like people bullying the nerds or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And man, I got so... Well, I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but I got so much flack for being a Nintendo fan.
That was me in middle school. In high school, it kind of ironed out, but in college, I'm like wearing it loud and proud. It's like,
well, it's Joy-Con boys all the way.
Some people actually do. Looks like, oh, you got the Switch. It's like, oh, yo, it's that Mario Kart. What? But now I'm going off tangent. The Thousand Year Door, man. It's so many fond memories of that game as well. It's not just nostalgia based that makes me think it's one of the best Mario games out there. Like, obviously, you have all these different characters, these different worlds. The Boggly Woods. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Woods. People hate that chapter, but I love the Boggly Woods. It's so atmospherical. It's so beautiful.
Why did Boggly Woods... Why did that chapter basically have to be a discount trailer for the next Pikmin game?
Oh, man. I know, right? That chapter literally was bootleg Pikmin. And then chapter 3 is with the Glitz Pit. And then this whole conspiracy happening behind the scenes. Oh, my God.
That's freaky. That was so freaky. Rockhawk. Oh, Rockhawk.
Yo, he's literally Mr. Satan / Hercule for you Dragon Ball fans out there.
Man, Rockhawk, though. I love him. I want him to show up as Hulk Hogan. I want him to show. You know what? Actually, he's known as that's actually what he's based off of.
Yeah,
like,
Hawk and
I think
Hawk Hogan.
Hogan.
Because he was based off Hulk Hogan,
Hulk Hogan.
the wrestler.
Though I want what the I know we're gonna be talking about what we hope for the next. I want Rock Hawk to be the host of the boss rush in the game, and
Oh, yo, if safe.
it'd be sick.
Actually,
That'd be sick.
Actually, you know what? That just reminded me. General Evanda, like me and Tasma brought up the pit a couple times, and that did encourage Evanda. But Evanda thought the Pit of 100 Trials was a boss rush sort of thing, like you would fight past bosses in the pit. And I'm like, okay, that actually might have been a very damn good. That might have been a good gauntlet. I kind of wish they did that too. Kind of like what the Mario and Luigi games did from Bowser's Inside Story and beyond.
So anyway, Rock Hawk, he was always interested in me as a character, and I wanted him to be the host of a boss rush. But your friend's misconception about it being a boss rush, it's actually not that unreasonable. And I think having a boss rush in Paper Mario would benefit it. Bowser's Inside Story introduced the Mario and Luigi series in general to boss rushes.
Yeah.
So I can understand why Sticker Star and Color Splash didn't have it. Actually, having you go through most, if not all, of the bosses with a limited number of stickers and or cards actually doesn't sound that bad in concept. I wonder why they didn't do it. That actually would have been an interesting challenge.
Maybe.
It would have been in theory, like I said, in concept. With
the card and sticker system, though, I feel like it would be a lot more scarce and more delicate compared to what you have in the Pit of 100 Trials.
Well, in T2ID, you did have limited health items.
Yeah, but you did have a different variety of attack-based items, abilities, and of course your partners.
Yeah, of course. With Mario, you're just with Mario by yourself. So maybe a boss rush wouldn't have been a good idea. Though if they were to refine the formula even more, I just hope they don't. But if they were to refine the formula for a boss rush, though,
refine the formula for the boss rush.
Yeah, but getting back to other moments in Paper Mario T2ID, I've watched Let's Plays of it, and it sort of jogged my memory of it. The main Let's Play I watched was, of course, Chug Conroy's. Because who else are you going to go to for these sorts of things? But I watched him, but something I really fondly remember was messing with my clock for that Bob-omb that gives out lottery tickets.
Oh my god. And he gets sad when you try to cheat it.
No, he gets infuriated. If you lie, he gets infuriated and he fakes a game over on you. He fakes a game over. Now, as far as I know, he doesn't actually game over you. But speaking of non-traditional game overs, reading that guy's journal in the XS Express.
Yeah, it does. That one does, though.
You read it. You look.
You lied.
Now, I never opened the book because I learned long ago with my sister that you shouldn't look at other people's secrets, especially if they're in a journal. Not that I ever did that with my sister, but she always told me not to do that with people. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that even if it is. So I didn't do that, but I looked up what happens when you do it, and oh boy, it's terrifying.
It was actually kind of funny, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chapter 6 is another noteworthy moment because you're trying to solve a mystery on a train. It's literally you're doing a train mystery.
I'm driving a train.
Thomas
as Robotnik says in Adventure Sonic that the train is late.
I was thinking back to the Mirage Saloon train Eggman.
Oh yeah, that too. But anyways, there are a lot of standout moments in that game. And then of course, finding the oh so wonderful General White.
Yeah, that's the one blemish that the Thousand Year Door has.
But actually, even as a kid, even as a dumb kid who didn't understand sophistications of game design, I saw that this game was trying to be ironic with that. I saw it. I saw it with Super after playing TTYD, or other way around. It doesn't matter. I saw it with Super, and I saw it with TTYD, that they were trying to be all, game designy with these sorts of things. And then, of course, they kind of slap it in your face when General Wright appears in the background when you say you just can't find him.
Yeah.
And then you can jump on him, and it's like, good, great, and then good, great, and then do it again, and then it won't stop, and please stop. And it doesn't actually say that, but if it did, that would be pretty funny. But if there's one thing that added a lot of depth to the TTYD balance system, stylish points.
Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Stylish points. Stylish points are awesome.
I try to perfect those all the time. I try to perfect those as much as I can.
I am terrible at stylish points. I can barely ever do it. I usually just mash the button hoping for the best.
I could do at least half of them. I could do at least half.
But there are so many stylish moves. So many of them.
Yeah.
Watching Thousand Year Door Danger runs. That's Danger Mario runs.
If you're extremely skilled with 1,000 Year Door, you could pretty much beat the game without even taking a single point of damage at all.
And here's what's also very interesting. The game, bug-wise and glitch-wise, super solid. The world record's like 6 hours. You pretty much have to go through almost the entire game. There aren't very many effective skips that have been found yet, as far as I can think of, for 1,000 Year Door. So the game overall is very solid, especially for a GameCube game. Same system that had Melee and Super
Mario Sunshine?
Super Mario Sunshine. Sorry, you can hear that?
Yeah, you couldn't hear that.
Alright, so basically, what I was saying was, TTYD is glitch-wise and bug-wise, it's solid, and the speedrun world record's like 6 hours and something.
Yeah.
And on the system that has the same games on it, it's on the same system as Super Mario Sunshine, which is very buggy, and then Melee, which don't even get me started on how glitchy that game is. But having that kind of solid game on that kind of platform is kind of an interesting juxtaposition, at least with first-party Nintendo titles. Speaking of first-party Nintendo titles, small tangent, Eternal Darkness Nintendo.
Fatal Frame? Eternal Darkness? I just heard Eternal Darkness.
The one with the insanity meter, where you have an insanity meter, and the more weird stuff you see, you could end up, the game ends up going all meta on you, and make you think the console's breaking, that game. I think that's Eternal Darkness.
Wait, just to clarify, we're talking about Fatal Frame, right?
I haven't actually played the game. I know it's called Eternal Darkness. The one with... It's like... Well, the biggest draw of that game was like the insanity meter and how it makes you think that the GameCube is like going crazy.
Oh. Well, I haven't played the games either. One of my fans really wants me to play it.
But it's trippy. It's trippy as heck. I've seen the speed.
It's supposed to be like this really good horror game.
Yeah. It's good with psychological horror. It's super meta. In fact, it sometimes tricks you into thinking that it's deleting your...
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that now, so that your file is being deleted.
Okay. What else?
But 1,000 Year Door is the most... I think mechanically is the most solid. I just prefer the gameplay of Super. But overall, when it comes to the solidness of the gameplay, TTYD hands down.
Yeah,
best one.
Yeah, of course. Gameplay-wise, 1,000 Year Door still holds up to this day. But all around, 1,000 Year Door pretty much does everything right with what a Paper Mario game, in my opinion at least, should be like.
Yeah.
Because even if I do think Super Paper Mario may potentially have a better story, like the 1,000 Year Door has that incredible gameplay that I just top it above the rest.
In terms of gameplay, when it comes to the solidness of the game, but for me personally and I prefer the way that I prefer Super's gameplay. Though I will make a concession in saying that TTYD definitely has a more solid and more fleshed out gameplay.
Yeah, it does. And would you say now is a good time to discuss our hopes for Paper Mario's future?
Yes. As the Paper Mario expert,
wait, as a Paper Mario expert, what? The audio cut out again, I'm sorry.
as a Paper Mario expert, you should be the one to voice your opinions on what you want in a future installment. I know you've probably said this stuff before, and I've heard you say it before, but I think it'd be interesting to get your thoughts out in the open.
I mean, a lot of people love my input on Paper Mario. If you've seen the views,
I love it.
If you've seen the views, though.
Oh man, I love your Paper Mario videos.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I'm so glad this video is going to be a gateway discussion. Make a 20-minute video about how much you love Rock Hop.
Rock Hop. Make a 20-minute discussion on why Vivian is bae.
Why Vivian's more broken than.
She is broken though, and it is a she, not a he. By the way, that is the whole thing with her being a trap, being a man. Like, yeah, that was a phrase.
I thought there was a transgender Japanese, but it was localized.
Yeah, that's false. The whole she's actually like when people like. All right, I'm sorry. That's the one thing I hate when I try to explain something. I'm like, okay, so you see, and I say that over and over. But with Vivian, the whole being a man thing is false. Like that's not true.
It is. I thought that.
Like it is mentioned like how Beldam insults her as being like a man, but like being a boy in Otoko, I think they called it, because Otoko does mean boy. Yeah. But she just used that as an insult, because you know how much Vivian constantly keeps being put down by Beldam, like over and over, all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like I could probably make a separate video on this, because I have notes of this somewhere.
I kind of like that, because a lot of people think that Nintendo NOA was kind of being like
well, here's one thing, because in the Mario Brothers 2 manual, because you know how people say Birdo is a guy. Like that was stated in
also
the manual.
in the manual, Birdo is called Ostro.
But
that's a mistype. That's a mistype.
But there's no mention of Vivian being a male in any of those manuals. That's just one. That's just a single example, by the way. I honestly might make a video about this, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
I think it'd be
like Vivian being a male is false. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
Right. What was it? Oh yeah, Paper Mario's Future. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. We got off.
Yeah, we got off topic there with
being
the whole. Yeah.
But what are your hopes for a future Paper Mario?
Okay, like so. Whenever I hear what are your hopes in for the future, like because
I come from Stardust.
You come from Stardust Speedway.
I come from Stardust Speedway, so I know everything about how it feels like to wonder about the future.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, I've been playing a lot of Sonic Forces behind the scenes, because to 100% the game, you have to have a species, like, you have to have a custom avatar of all 7 species up with all 3 gold medals. Like, I have all 3 for the wolf, but I have to do it for the hedgehog, the bear, the rabbit, the dog, the other 6. And it's just a tedious grind, so I've been playing that the whole time. And alongside that, I've just been contemplating, like, Forces as a whole, where it flunders, where it succeeds. Right. Which isn't that large. Like, succeeds. I'm kind of giving it too much credit by saying where it succeeds, but because I feel
where it doesn't.
I am gonna bring up another Sonic video very soon. When I'm done with 06 and Forces, I'm gonna discuss Sonic's future, because that's been hot on my mind, especially when I talk about classic Sonic. But with Paper Mario, though.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Also, I should. I didn't make notes or a script ahead of this. This is all like off of my head.
Yeah.
Of course.
Take your time.
The one thing I want is like actual character, like not development. Like
a story.
I'm gonna sound like a snowflake when I say this. By the way, variety, diversity, like that sort of thing. Because you look at. Yeah, you know what I mean by that, right? It's like we need black people in Paper Mario. We need bisexual. We need trans people. I'm kidding.
We need.
That's a joke, by the way. Like, we
need Mario to be a confirmed Latino. We need Mario to be a confirmed.
I mean, people do want Joker to be gay in the new Batman anime coming up, but
I hope it. Anime?
Yeah. You didn't hear? There's a Batman anime being made.
I'm gonna look that up later. Don't tell me anything about that.
But people are petitioning it for the Joker to be gay. I don't know why. I don't know why, but that's off topic. But for what I want for Paper Mario, like the original did this, Thousand Year Door did this, Super did this. Add some more characters beyond the Toads, for Christ's sake. Like we're also like
you have Kirsty and Huey.
They're just one-off characters that just stick along your side for the road. Yeah. They're like Sonic's friends and forces. They're literally Sonic's friends minus the custom hero and classic Sonic. They just stand by and contribute so little.
Kirsty sticks by your side.
Ay. Hi, Andre. I didn't know you were in this discussion as well.
I'm Chugga Conroy, not Andre. Call me Emil.
But, yeah, like, Color Splash, here's one of the things I do appreciate, but it makes me more upset they didn't go even beyond this. Like, Color Splash, like, I don't think its writing is as good as, like, Thousand Year Doors or Supers, but I do think in some areas it does have good writing. But it's locked behind these forgettable Toads and Shy Guys. It's like, you have to base it off these certain events or the outfits they wear. It's so annoying.
Right.
Like,
and
there's nothing unique outside the stuff they say.
Yeah, if we're gonna be fair about the writing in the Mario RPGs, Mario and Luigi has the best writing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mario and Luigi's hilarious.
Mario and Luigi kills it. It kills it, even in Paper
Jam. Yeah, that's one of the things I think Paper Jam still qualifies as a good Mario and Luigi game. Like the writing is, I think the writing in Paper Jam is probably the best it's ever been in any Mario and Luigi game.
Except for maybe Bowser's Inside Story,
maybe. And maybe Superstar Saga. I gotta go back and play that. Let's play for the remake. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But yeah,
please do. I want you to do Bowser's Minions because I've seen playthroughs of that mode. Some of the character development for the Minions is hilarious.
Really?
You should definitely do that.
Plus people like my Bowser impressions. So.
Oh man, your Bowser impression is killer, man.
Oh yeah, I do have another collab planned in mind. I'm not gonna say what, but if you follow my Twitter or Facebook, you might have an idea. I'm not gonna say.
Yes.
Not gonna say. But
yes, I am your first. I am still your first collab, though. I have achieved. Yeah, I have achieved it.
That is true. That is true. But the one thing they should tackle first, and for actually no.
You're about to say forces.
No, you know what? No, that's the thing I want second. The diversity, like giving characters more identity outside of just good writing. Like give them these unique designs. Have more than just Toads. Like add Goombas, add the mice. You even have those different characters and races and species in Super Mario Odyssey. Like people say Odyssey is more of a Paper Mario game than Paper Mario, Color Splash, and Sticker Star. And it makes sense why they would, because you have those cute polar bears, you have the new Donkers, and like. I'm so excited to see.
Paper New Donkers.
Yo,
imagine Paper New Donkers.
I'm so excited to see how big of it.
Paper Volley.
You know how much Super Mario Sunshine was a big influence to the Mario spin-offs after it came out. I want to see what Odyssey's gonna do. I really want to see.
Because you had Gooper Blooper.
Yeah, and then like in Mario Power Tennis, Mario Superstar Baseball, the Piantas, the Nokis, and Thousand Year Door, you collect Shine Sprites to upgrade your partners.
Yeah.
And this is only like a bit of the examples. The Sunshine like influence still carries over into the Wii era too.
And even that Super Mario 3D World affected Mario Party 10. And
that's right, it did. Wow. That's right. Yeah, it did. But
it's proof that the mainline Mario games are for the spin-offs, at least aesthetically.
Yeah, aesthetically they do directly correlate in terms of like design and.
You know what? I have a theory. I have a theory that the younger team made all.
You have a theory that the younger team made what? The audio again.
I have a theory that the younger.
What the hell is that?
Want them to be used in a new Paper Mario.
No. Okay, so say your theory, but like right after I said, you have a theory that the younger team. I hate this audio right now. You have a theory that the younger team is.
I have a theory that the younger team made all those new.
Made the new. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Made the new what?
They made all those new races for the sole purpose of them being used in a new Mario.
Oh, Mario. I hope so.
I want paper Shivarians. You know how cute that'd be?
Oh my god. Paper Bonitors.
Paper monitors,
bruh. Paper Luncheoners, yo, Paper Luncheoners, boy. This is the forks.
But paper new donkers. That'd just be a whole new level.
Imagine Paper Pauline.
Oh man, Paper Pauline is gonna be the next waifu. Pauline was waifu, not Paper Pauline.
I just hope she's in Mario Tennis Aces. It's like if she's in Mario Tennis Aces, I'm pretty sure the
sell it right there.
Yo,
and then you have like a remix, like hyper like hip hop remix of Jump Up Superstars instrumental as like a tennis theme for like a boss fight.
Why not a techno EDM remix like Sonic Force's whole soundtrack?
Do a techno of the final song whenever
Break Free, Lead the Way.
Break Free, Lead the Way. Actually, that actually would work. That would actually work real well because you already have like those techno sound effects in the background, so that wouldn't actually be a bad idea.
We just have to hope the execution's well because I feel like that's the key. With these ideas.
The Mario games. If there's one thing that Paper Mario Color Splash, Paper Mario 6 Star got right, it was the soundtrack.
Oh yeah. Soundtrack for Paper Mario, it's always been good. Color Splash soundtrack is beautiful. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Whoo! Ruddy Road, such a great remix of the
yeah.
With the oh man.
But going back to my hopes and the future of Paper Mario, I would hope for the diversity thing. I was gonna say it was the thing I want the most. That's gonna be my number 2 instead. The one thing I want the most is some solid gameplay because that's the biggest flaw I see in Color Splash and Sticker Star.
Gameplay should be and always should be the main focus of any game.
Exactly. Okay.
You can have a fantastic story, fantastic characters, and the gameplay can screw everything up.
Sonic and the Black Knight's a good example of that because in my opinion, despite the gameplay being choppy, I do think Black Knight is a good game. But
I played Black Knight too.
Yeah, exactly. Like every.
And if Shadow the Hedgehog wasn't so repetitive,
exactly.
Like quirks were mired out, it would have been a spin-off game.
Yeah, maybe. But with Paper Mario, like Sticker Star, obviously the sticker mechanic, how scarce the stickers were, how redundant battles were in that game.
Right.
Like
grinding for coins.
Exactly. Like Sticker Star was just not only was it boring, it was just tedious for me, and a lot of other people as well. The sticker system
wasn't that bothered. I wasn't that bothered.
I don't think it was like well implemented at all, and the fact that they went back to it in Color Splash just immediately rubbed me the wrong way. I feel like they were trying to just. You feel like they were trying to what?
Places. They were trying to refine it, but I think they did. Places.
Yeah, and the one thing I feel like they shouldn't have done was how the paint, like every time you battle, like your paint meter eventually fills up like an EXP bar. That's bullshit. Right. I find that bullshit because there's several examples I've seen. I might even do this myself. That like people have played Color Splash, avoided as many battles as they could. They found no trouble. I feel like, and as long as you have a 1-up and you're like a couple 1-ups, you're fine in terms of paint storage because you're still getting all those cards. And 1-ups automatically refill your paint bucket or meter or whatever.
Well, for me, I liked grinding for more paint because I found it more convenient to be able to fill up ground as sort of as a little thing, and then being able to fill up paint more efficiently and not having to waste a 1-up card. Just me, I like building up my stats that way. Though I know it's obviously different for you and for a lot of other people.
Yeah, because other than that, there's really no point in battle because you had other reasons to fight in the previous Paper Mario games.
At least they gave you a reason beyond coins. At least they gave you somewhat of an incentive, unlike Sticker Star where it was just coins. At least there was that.
That's true, but you had more than just like coins and refilling, like XP. Like you had in the original, you had XP. You could level up, boost your HP, your FP, your badge points. You could gain certain badges in certain fights. They drop health and flower point drop. Well, actually, the enemies in Color Splash and Sticker Star did that too. They drop hearts, but you know what I mean. And items too.
Yeah,
items
of
too.
Course. Of course.
That's the one thing I hope they fix. Like yeah, I can appreciate they did try to fix some of the problems Sticker Star's battle system had, but I don't think it was enough. And I would say go back to the roots, just stick to the formula they had before, because I'm pretty because even those who did, like, I've been going around on several Color Splash and Sticker Star videos. I've seen like multiple people in comments, like even like those who like Sticker Star and Color Splash. I feel like they said they'd be fine if they were done with the sticker thing, the card thing, or whatever that is.
I'd be fine with that too. And going into what I think would bring what I would consider a good future for the Paper Mario series, there are two different gameplay styles. It's either Super's gameplay in 3D, or I want them to go back to what they did in 2D and expand upon that. But the one I prefer more would be Super Paper Mario gameplay with like XP points being points in 3D. I think I would like that a lot more, and have partners actually interact with it in the overworld instead of just having them used as tools like in Paper Mario. But if I'm being honest, I think a bit of a neutral future would be having it in having it either gameplay style or any of the three gameplay styles. I'd be okay with. I wouldn't prefer the Sticker Star and Color Splash gameplay, but I would be okay with it as long as they fix some issues with Color Splash. For the Paper Mario T2ID gameplay, if they're not planning on releasing another Mario and Luigi, they actually might not. I'm not sure. But if they're not planning on releasing another Mario and Luigi, then Paper Mario with the turn-based traditional strategy of T2ID would be my preference. And then if they were to make a Mario and Luigi RPG, then I would want it to be in Super's gameplay, but in a three-dimensional space that wouldn't force you to have this flip between 2D and 3D like you do in Super. Because that was one complaint I have. That's another complaint I have with Super. Camera in 3D.
Yeah, that and the bar. I'm sure most of us didn't like that bar either.
Well, I think it's reasonable. I think it was but you can get rid of that bar by finishing the Pit of 100, the Flopside Pit of 100 trials. But you have to do it twice. Granted, I did do it in Chapter 6. I think I'd be Chapter 6 or 7. After Chapter 6 or 7, I'd be at Flopside Pit of 100 trials twice just for grinding XP for the final battles.
I beat Flipside's Pit of 100 trials not too long ago after in the middle of Chapter 2, actually. I didn't even finish Chapter 2.
So did I, actually.
That's funny.
So did I.
That's funny.
You know, it's funny. It's funny how we have so much in common.
Yeah, it is.
But I want original characters. I would prefer them add the characters from Odyssey. I think that'd be cool.
I would too. I agree. There's more potential now that Odyssey. See, that's another thing that makes Odyssey so good. It opens the gateway for so many other opportunities and possibilities for Mario spin-offs.
Yes, exactly.
So good.
I want to see Shivarians play tennis. Please.
Exactly. Oh man, it's so good.
Dude, them in their little overcoats. Or maybe they just take off their overcoats and we get to see their like otter body if they have like an otter type body or something like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But having new donkers in their too. But having that, those are like two things I want as priority. The aesthetic, I either want it to be in Paper Mario 64's graphical design, Super's simplistic design if they were going to Super gameplay game, or Color Splash's art style for any of the art styles.
Okay,
for any of the gameplay styles.
The art style I feel will make for another interesting discussion video because I initially thought Color Splash's art style, like I do think Color Splash does look beautiful, but people have brought up the thought of remastering the original, the Thousand Year Door, or Super within Color Splash's art style, and I was on board with that, but then I saw some examples, and I honestly would rather them just stick with TTYD or the original Paper Mario's art style because...
Well, here's my problem with TTYD. TTYD's art style. The thing with TTYD's art style, in my opinion, is I don't really know how to describe its art style because you have a bunch of... They have unique locations, but the style, I guess it feels kind of like out of a coloring, with its sharp black lines and its bold black lines, which I have absolutely no problem with that. Honestly, as some sharp black lines indicating it's supposed to go would be fantastic. But I think the softer style of Paper Mario 64 would be interesting to go back to. Though I understand they did that due to the N64's technical limitations, so that might not be a direction they went.
See, I find it interesting you compared the Thousand Year Doors art style to a coloring book, because that's exactly how I feel about Color Splashes. Because especially with the white outlines all the characters have, like they look like something ripped straight out of a coloring book, like Nintendo just
I feel like
threw out in the market.
I feel like the characters were ripped out of a coloring book because get the color sucked out of them. But the world I more attribute to an arts and crafts table, similar to Yoshi's Woolly World, or the new Yoshi game, where Yoshi's made styrofoam balls and he's on a table. Because I don't care what you say, Yoshi is not made of styrofoam balls. He's definitely made of styrofoam balls.
But
I mean, look at the texture. Go back to that trailer and look at the texture.
Yeah, but with Color Splash's art style, like it is beautiful and it is very detailed, but because it looks like a bunch of paper mache, it almost looks like something you would see at like an art show, or it was a school project,
or Little Big Planet.
like it's cute, but it almost feels lifeless, like very novel-like. Yeah. Like it does. They do feel like slips of paper just colored in.
Yeah. Well,
which
I guess
on one hand is beautiful, on the other hand, it doesn't have as much like natural. It doesn't have a flow
or uniqueness. It doesn't feel unique.
Exactly. Yeah, that too. Like it doesn't.
Well, I mean, it does feel unique, but it doesn't feel Paper Mario unique. Especially when a bunch of games have already done that, like Little Big Planet, like I just.
Like the art style doesn't feel natural, or it doesn't
I feel like
it has a flow.
Yoshi better.
Like the original Paper Mario's art style.
Right. The original Paper Mario feels like a pop-up book. It feels like like Color Splash's Arts and Crafts. For me, T2ID is like a coloring book. The Super Paper Mario is more techno type thing, like Relax Alex said, or something like you see on gridded paper, which I thought was a good move for a 2D Paper Mario.
Or like a computerized grid, like you're composing art on.
I mean, the Bitlands.
Exactly. That's what keeps coming to mind.
It shows in the Bitland, and then you have something like the original being a pop-up book, Sticker Star, which is pretty much the most bland in art style out of all of them.
Yeah.
I did like the arts and crafts Yoshi Sphinx though. I like that.
Yeah. It's weird though. For the new Yoshi game coming up, part of me feels like that's doing the arts and crafts paper mache art thing better than Color Splash might.
Well, I think
you feel like there's more of a charm there than in Color Splash. For me, at least, I do.
For one thing, it's Yoshi, so
that too, yeah,
that helps.
Yeah,
and then another thing, it's 3D models, and you're not controlling 2D character sprites, so I feel like it's more effective that way. In a pop-up book art style like the original, however, having your characters be flat like that fits better.
Exactly.
It fits better. So maybe doing that would and just having something like that. Though, if there's another thing I want to do, and people at it, I've said this before with all my other opinions, but if there's another interesting thing I want them to do with the next Paper Mario game, is since it's on Switch, they at least find some way to implement HD Rumble and a tiny bit of motion controls to maybe pull off stylish moves in a turn-based combat system.
I kind of agree with the HD Rumble bit. The motion control's a little bit iffy.
I mean, like just shaking the controller to kind of like Super, how you shake the Wii remote to do style, something like that. I think it would be completely optional, and maybe it would just do a little bit of a perk, and it wouldn't be like Mario times faster.
I honestly disagree with the stylish moves and the motion control thing. With the HD Rumble, though, I would like to see what they would implement for HD Rumble if they do have an idea in mind. I mean, we don't even know. We don't even know if they're developing a Paper Mario at this point. They probably are. It's safe to assume. But...
Hey, we didn't know they were developing.
Yeah, we didn't know they developed Color Splash immediately after Sticker Star.
And we didn't know that we didn't know most of. We didn't know know a lot of things about the mini direct, like a remake of the World Ends with You. That's an out of the blue one.
Pokken Tournament getting DLC. Luigi coming into Mario Odyssey in a free update.
By the way, I want to say this right now. The Odyssey DLC. It's not DLC. It is an update. That is what they called it. It is not DLC. Which means it was going to be in the main anyways, but they wanted to release it during the holiday season probably and weren't able to fully flesh it out. But it is an update, not DLC. Please, SMT, make a separate video about how it's not... Maybe just make a 1 minute video where you constantly say...
It's an update, it's not DLC.
Not DLC. Just say that over and over again for 1 minute.
Is this because of Twip's video? I'm just asking.
Yes. This is exactly because of Twip's. Can you blame me? Can you?
Oh boy.
I don't mean to rag on other YouTubers, so.
Yeah, especially since I like Twip.
Watch that video. You might actually agree.
No, I have. I have. I left a comment on there.
I know. I saw it. The viewers. I'm talking to the viewers.
Oh.
You might want to see the video because you might just agree with it.
If you guys are Sonic fans, you might know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you probably do. And if you watch SMT,
wait, if you watch SMT, what? The audio.
If you watch SMT and you're a part of the Discord server, you might just be a part of it. Oh, speaking of that, you should probably do you put a link to your Discord server in your videos?
I don't actually. I might put that in the comments or something. I might pin that.
You should definitely pin that kind of.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pin it.
Yeah, but you should definitely provide links to your Discord server in like the description of every video that you make because we need more people in this Discord server.
Yeah. Then I might want to find more fans and more people to talk about this stuff with. Cause
hey, you're almost at 10K, buddy. Where's?
I know. I'm stuck at 9,800 for like the past 3 months, and it's infuriating. Because I was right there. I was right there to accomplishing my New Year's resolution for 2017. Nope, did not happen.
Nope. And
God damn it, YouTube.
With the not even with that.
Not even with the algorithm.
I've been helping you out as much as I can with constituting spam. With that.
No, honestly, I don't mind. I can appreciate it. I wonder what other people think, though. It's like, damn, I see this guy everywhere.
That's what people say to me now, actually.
I kind of like that, though. You kind of build up a reputation by commenting a lot on not just one channel so many times, but multiple. Because I kind of worked that up when I was a lot smaller before.
Yeah, but anyway, back to
the future of Paper Mario. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, because we keep on going on tangents, and I just just talking to you in general, and I think it's too.
Wait, repeat all that. The audio constantly cuts out, and it's
Here's the thing: I just enjoy talking with you because you're so fun to talk to, and I think the viewers enjoy this back and forth too. But I think we need to move on to not just art styles, but I think we talked about gameplay. We talked about art.
Yeah, we talked about the RPG stuff. We talked about the character writing diversity. Well, we didn't talk about the writing that much.
I think they're going to nail writing because...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mario Odyssey has Paper Mario writing. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. No, Mario Odyssey has Mario and Luigi. At least at some portion. Maybe, think about it and look at it deeply.
A mix, mate. It might have a mix, but I personally feel like the writing in Odyssey reminds me so much of Paper Mario.
I think it's more subtle. I think Paper Mario
that's the thing.
More subtle humor,
and Mario and Luigi is more based around like actual comedy, more expressive and more interactive.
Odyssey has super expressive animations and
Mario alone is so expressive in
Mario. They replaced his like faceplates with put random faceplates on certain situations with an actual like thing where they actually manipulate his face.
He's so adorable in Odyssey.
And Bowser's smirk in the Cloud King.
Oh my God. You know what? Honestly, I want to see if people are still up for me discussing spoilers on Odyssey because I've still yet to do that.
Dude, I've been waiting for that video.
I might pull you up in there, honestly, because this has been going on for an hour. I could go on for a long-ass time on Odyssey, honestly.
Yeah, but dude, I've been waiting for that video for a while. But I think we should...
You think we should what?
I think we should wrap up because I think we are in Paper Mario's writing. Because even with this new team, I think they've really gotten it down. if they were to bring back the team that did Color Splash. I think they really got it down with the writing.
I don't think they got it down 100%, but they do have
not 100%, but I think they're getting it down.
Yeah, because I feel like the humor in Color Splash, it's more in your face and more like based around the aesthetic that they are paper than actual building off subtle humor in most areas.
Yeah, and then there's like, but yeah, I think once they work it out better, I think they'll work it out if they bring the new team, or they'll bring back an old team, or they'll bring in the writing team from Mario and Luigi and have Yoko Shimomura compose.
Oh, if she composes the music for oh my god!
And then we'll have a Mario and Luigi Paper Mario and Final Fantasy crossover. Boom! We got ourselves a perfect RPG.
Perfect RPG.
Nintendo, please take notes.
Take notes. But
let's see. But let's have. I want Mario to hold Cloud Strife's sword in the final battle.
Yo. He summons a beast. He summons a beast.
Then have Luigi have the Keyblade, and then suddenly it turns into Smash Brothers.
Oh wait, damn it! What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the thing with intelligent systems though, they're relatively quiet with, not even just Paper Mario, but Fire Emblem too. Like we don't know what they do with Paper Mario anymore.
Yeah, intelligent systems has always been an interesting company to me, because I don't really look them up very often. I often get their because I barely ever play a Fire Emblem game. Yet I might get Fire Emblem Warriors, but I'll probably just get Hyrule Warriors.
I'm probably gonna get both, to be honest, because like I bought Hyrule Warriors for Wii U, but I didn't even put it in my Wii U, so I'm probably just gonna get the Switch version, and that has all the content from the 3DS version as well. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay.
You're a big hack and slasher guy. You're a big hack and slasher guy.
I love One Piece Pirate Warriors. There was a hack and slash for One Piece. I love Pirate Warriors so much. Like we need a Kirby. A Kirby hack and slash?
Yes, and call it Star Warriors.
that actually would be cute. I want to see a Mario hack and slash, honestly. Like that's the other thing people have been expecting. Like I want to see Mario like run around.
I want Mario Strikers. Bring Mario Strikers back.
See that's why I was so disappointed in Mario Tennis Aces being announced.
Suddenly, we are talking about the future of the entire Mario franchise.
Yeah, I know, we keep doing that.
But there's so much to talk about.
I might put up a poll, just see how many people like us going off tangents and how many don't. Because me personally, I like it, but I'm not everyone watching this video, so.
I wish you were.
Because then everyone is smart and sophisticated. I'm sorry.
That
was so condescending.
Then everyone has like, thank you. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand SMT's videos.
I appreciate that, man. But in general, I'd say we pretty much just hope we have like very solid, firm gameplay. Whether it's the same RPG style as the originals or something else, at least keep it solid. Give us a reason to fight. Because I know, because I know.
Give us the reason to care. I beg you.
Yeah, because I know most of us, at least those who've played Color Splash, not everyone feels like the paint capacity was enough.
Yeah, I don't think it was too much. I like it as an improvement. I don't.
Yeah, like let us increase our HP, FP, give us badges back, go.
Well, to be fair, you do get health in section Color Splash.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do like. Instead, like I didn't like going around like looking for the HP hearts and sticker star, increasing every bit by 5. Yeah. I do like how your health goes up by 50 points every time you beat a main boss.
Yeah.
Was it 50 points?
I thought it was 25 actually.
Oh yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
Wait a minute, actually.
What?
Yes, it was 25.
Okay,
6 chapters, 25 each. 50 end up at 200. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I would highly prefer them just to go back to the RPG roots, because that's where.
And I could go for all 3, but that depending on what they do with Mario and Luigi, I think it's pretty much circumstantial in my case. But I know it's not like that with you.
Oh, you know what?
You know what?
You know what we did? Well, actually, you go first.
And this is what I liked this is why I wanted to do this with you in the first place. I'm sorry, I should probably say this, but the reason I wanted to do this with you in the first place is because I knew right off the bat that me and you had differing opinions on the Paper Mario series. So being able to actually have an actual discussion and being able to not have us both agree on everything, or at least have somewhat differing views, I think that overall makes this a better discussion than if we agreed on everything.
Yeah, I agree. Cause it doesn't feel as predictable. Like I get flagged for my top 5 because it was so predictable, and I get why. I get how it could be annoying and just boring to see. Oh, yeah, he's pretty much just like everyone else. Cause I try not to do that with Sonic stuff. I try to differentiate the topics and stuff I talk about and bring up in my Sonic discussions.
And I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, and like. But when you're talking with someone else who thinks entirely different from you, you get a whole different perspective. It's like, oh, it's
and it makes for a more effective discussion.
Yeah,
because it's not a discussion if you have the exact same views about everything. It's not a discussion. It's simply both of you pandering to the same audience that has been watching or has been looking at the popular vote for years.
Exactly, because like. I've been seeing some Sonic... You guys might know who I'm talking about if you follow Sonic channels, like Premi Duranimi, Victor, Blue Rush, like Premi especially. Like, he's afraid to branch out, and I could kind of see why, but
here's the thing. Sonic and Paper Mario fans, I can understand the fear to branch out in anything, because both series have tried to branch.
Have been trying to branch out to different fandoms, and They both have different reputations in different games altogether.
Exactly.
Because so many people come for my Paper Mario content, but I have so many other fans that come for my Sonic content as well.
Hey, I came for your Paper Mario content.
To begin with?
Yeah, to begin with, I saw your Paper Mario videos, but what really got me hooked was your Real Mario Mary Peach video.
Oh yeah, I love that video. People think that's cringy and weird. I like that. I
like it too.
I thought it was like this weird off the wall sort of thing.
They will get married in Odyssey. I know it.
But
Mario will make sure Bowser is completely out. They'll have their perfect wedding.
But going back to like the branching off stuff really quickly, like I do Sonic content, I do regular Mario content, I do Paper Mario content. On the off chance, I do even Pokemon content.
Heck, all I did for a while was Sonic Mania
because the game was so good, you couldn't put it down. And it was
and
also
it was
like
the only game I had besides Breath
of the Wild.
Play.
If it's on, if
a full Breath of the Wild play.
If I'm repeating some of the stuff you say, it's because your audio cuts out. But I kind of have a good idea of what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's cool.
But either way, like I'm still getting so many varied fans, and even from these different fandoms. On the off chance, they're going to click on these other discussion and Let's Plays. It's like, oh yeah, he does Sonic. Let me just take a look at this. It's like, oh damn. Okay. This guy has an interesting thought process and voice on the Sonic series, if you're a Paper Mario fan, coming into my Sonic content. Like, I try to unify, like, various different fandoms and see we're all not that different from each other. Yeah, we all have different experiences and thoughts.
That's why the thumbnail of Get Along has both.
The thumbnail of... Wait, the what?
The thumbnail of your Why Can't Fanbase Get Along?
Oh, yeah, because it has, like, Paper Mario, Mario crying, and then, like, classic Sonic flipping you off.
Yeah, all three of those. I think that's a great symbol for your channel and how you're trying to unify fan bases. Now you're getting into anime.
That's right, yeah.
Into anime. So
I'm basically just putting like most, if not all, my interests out on the channel,
which is a good thing to keep your channel, to keep the blood pumping and keep.
Yeah, and if it's your interests, like your content, it's all you. Like the stuff you make, the stuff.
Well, until YouTube screws everything over.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right? Like the scripts, the editing, the stuff you put, like everything you do with your channel is all you. The people just come to your content. You're welcome to make friends, and hopefully they enjoy it. But don't let them run your channel. Like
exactly. That's why I the idea of discussion. But I wasn't gonna force you pester you with it because it's your channel. It's what you do.
Yeah,
And I figured
since at the moment
Mario,
I was doing Sonic stuff at the moment, and
Yeah.
it might not have been at the right time. Honestly, I don't mind. Like I do try to upload at a good time and place. I'm uploading to the same damn site, but yeah, I do worry about time and stuff. But when it comes to certain content, I just hope it just resonates with people. Sometimes I don't care about views. Most of the time I do. Like the Paper Mario videos, for instance. Like why Paper Mario changed. Like that one has some concrete, actual researched info thanks to one of the fans that watches my content, and he tried reaching out a bunch of other YouTubers and Paper Mario fans. They did not talk about that at all. So I don't know why, but I just decided, you know what, let's
I feel
do it.
I feel like people just don't want a reason to have to dislike what they. I feel like no, people don't want a reason to understand what happened to what they used to like and how it's disliked. If you know what I mean. Like they want.
Yeah,
to be able to
I still get those comments on the Paper Mario videos
Really?
now. Yeah.
Well,
Like I literally just got this one. Okay, so I got this one person telling me like okay, hang on. I'm pulling up the comment right now.
okay, please do. Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
Maybe I could do this one day. Just make a video of trying to find as many commenters trying to throw shade at me as much as they can, telling me I hate change, I'm not a real fan, or like all this other stupid childish shit. I don't know. Maybe.
I feel bad for you because you are a big.
Where'd it go?
You probably deleted it.
It's in my notifications. I don't know where it went.
Hindsight is in 2020.
I swear to God. Oh my God. Did he actually delete it? Cause oh my God, no.
Shouldn't it be a highlighted comment?
No way. Yeah, I'm clicking on it, and I'm thinking, shouldn't it pop up right now?
What? It's usually a highlighted comment.
Okay, wait.
Did he?
Wait. Okay, I didn't find the comment I was talking about. I found it.
Wait, you're cutting out. You're cutting out, man.
Wait, am I buzzing?
Oh no, you were cutting out, but you're getting out.
Okay. I didn't find the comment I was talking about, but I found a different one. I found this one guy comments, SuperMarioT, you're an idiot. I like that game. I like all underrated games. Not underrated, underrated. I comment, I'm an idiot for having an opinion. Wow, you must really be intelligent by comparison if your only stance is unconditionally liking all underrated games. But, okay, but that's the kind of people I'm dealing with. Not all the time. This isn't the majority of my viewers. A lot of my viewers are great people. I really appreciate the support you guys give me and the amount of time you dedicate to commenting, watching my videos, especially the long ones. I really highly appreciate that. Especially you, SSG. Thank you so much for that, by the way.
Call me Ty.
Okay, I found the notification of the original comment. It's not the whole comment, but for some reason I'm not finding it on the original video itself. He basically telling me to shut up, just shut up. Paper Mario Color Splash is a great game, and so is Sticker Star. I've played them, and I will admit I miss the old formula, love the original, but the games are, and the comment cuts off there. But I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. He says I hate them just because I don't adjust to change. And, what else? This sounds suggestive, the sound I'm making right now. He told me to get good at the game because of the, like, how I felt the gameplay was not good at all.
That's...
But of course it's an opinion, but, like, oh man, damn it, I wish he'd... See, that just shows why he deleted it, because I did comment back on how, gee, I hate change. That must explain why I've been fanboying so much over Mario Odyssey, over the capture mechanic, over the different worlds, different people, the fact that Mario has vocals now, the fact that Sonic Unleashed isn't like the other Sonic games, the fact that I think the Werehog is good, the fact that I think Breath of the Wild's not the same Zelda game, the fact that it's this giant, massive open world game. the fact that gee, ARMS, it's not a traditional fighting game, but I love it so much. Like I just pulled up all these examples and just said, oh, but gee, no, go on.
Oh wait, I saw that. Wait, I saw that comment.
You did. Okay, you did.
I saw that. I saw you listing those things. I knew I heard that somewhere. I can't believe it. I actually saw that.
That's gold. That is gold that you
that's
actually
gold.
remember.
I was just about to say that too.
But he comments back that wasn't directed at you, but other people that can't handle change. So who was that shut up towards? Why were you trying to defend
no, to the random it's a shout out to the random commenters.
No, but he was defending Color Splash and Sticker Star though, saying like, yeah, I love the originals, but like Color Splash and Sticker Star is great, and that you just don't hate change. He was saying you multiple times. Like, who else are you directing that to, other than the person
Honestly,
making the video itself?
He might have just not been making himself clear enough.
I don't know.
I'd give him the benefit of, if he gave you that concession. And if he gave you that concession, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably deleted his comment because he made a misstep and he just didn't want to edit it.
I mean,
I'd probably
a misstep maybe, but I highly doubt he was referring to the other people who couldn't refer to change, because there were several instances where he was referring to me. And most of the time, whenever you do comment on a video, you you do refer to the actual content provider, him or herself, not just like fans. Because if you're referring to other fans, not the person in the video, you would normally like say that kind of stuff. See, I really shouldn't make these kinds of assumptions, but I feel like he was young. But after talking to not just you guys, but my other fans as well, the guys in my Discord, apparently most of you guys are older than me, and I just feel so strange.
I'm 16, man.
Okay, I'm 19. Okay.
I was gonna say, don't worry, not everyone.
Not everyone what?
Not everyone in your fan base is more intelligent. But I think after covering all this, covering why we think change is important, or rather what change can do to a franchise, and after covering everything, I think it's important that we end off here. Man, it's 6:19 my time. We've been talking for almost 2 hours, I think. But man, it was so much fun.
Oh my god, we have
so much fun.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I wonder who's actually going to sit down and listen to this whole thing.
I probably will.
I mean, well, props to whoever does, though, because, damn.
Dude, props. Hey, for getting this so far, props to you. Unless you, of course, clicked all the way to the end of the video, in which case, go back and watch the entire thing. Come on, man.
I mean, I'm probably just going to put up a picture in the video itself, since this is mainly just a discussion, a podcast sort of thing.
Oh, you could do...
Excuse me.
Just do a picture of your logo... Just do a picture of your logo with the Stardust Speedway in the background.
I was thinking like Thousand Year Door Paper Mario and then Sticker Star Paper Mario, and like I'm trying to think of like an original title right now. I'll probably think of something later on, because we have varying different opinions on Paper Mario and our experiences.
SSG versus SMT versus SSG, kinda not really.
or like some title discussing like I don't know. So the thought I got from this, the analogy I got from this is, I'm sorry I keep interrupting you. The analogy I got from this was, like, I'm the guy that's more favorable towards the RPG Paper Marios, and you're the guy who's more favorable towards the latter.
I'm more freeform.
Yeah, freeform. The latter half of the Paper Mario games.
Oh no, I love the traditional RPGs. I just prefer the others. Don't get me wrong. I love TT1.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said like someone who's more favorable towards them. And
yeah, I feel like we covered two different demographics.
Yeah,
and we both like Super.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking like my videos is kind of like opening a book. You kind of get one person's story, and then you're like another book on the same story, but it's an entirely different experience. So
you're opening a book. You're opening
Mario's story.
All right. I can't help myself. But I think this is a good time.
A good time to end it off, yeah.
Yeah, a good time to end it off. First of all, I want to say thank you, and then second of all, I want to say thank you to SMT for doing this for me, and doing this in general. Dude, you're such a great such a great guy, and you're so fun to talk to.
Thanks, man.
Like,
Same to you.
And I'm glad you could take your time out of almost 2 hours of time out of your day to do this. You are a super cool dude. You're a super cool dude.
Thanks, man. No, I had a lot of fun with this discussion. Of course, I love talking about Paper Mario all day, every day. Same with Mario Odyssey. But to get a different perspective from someone else who generally likes Sticker Star and Color Splash, whereas I don't, it's an interesting topic, especially for...
It's a dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. It's more dynamic for the original fans and the fans of Color Splash and Sticker Star, and they kind of see...
And heck, even the ones of Super.
Hopefully we serve an example and just show that, you can like Sticker Star, you can like any Paper Mario game at all, you're still Paper Mario fans at the end of the day.
And you can coexist with the ones that necessarily agree. Because me and SMT definitely don't agree. Yeah, what we agree on... what we agree on, and even is what proves that we are true Paper Mario fans, and that we are friends through the series.
Yes, some of the stuff you were talking about got cut off, but basically what you were saying is, like, despite us having differing views, we can come to some agreements in the end, and even if we come to agree to disagree, we're still Paper Mario fans at the end of the day. Like, if you're able to accept that everyone's gonna have a different opinion, a different experience, like, props to you. Like, I say,
it's like, you know, what's funny.
Like, thank God people like you. Thank God people like those exist.
Thinking about, you know, the world having a bunch of different viewpoints. Game I just thought, Pokemon Black and White, which Chuck.
I remember, because people. I remember some people. I know Chuka Conroy did it initially. Like he like him. Other people weren't a fan of what Black and White was doing. How it was basically seeming.
Oh wait, you're watching these?
Not every episode. Some, just some. But I did.
But you've seen that video.
I saw the episode where he does the triple battles.
Oh, cool.
By the way, guys, I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm gonna be doing more Pokemon stuff.
So am I. Black and White's my favorite generation. Because.
Sun and Moon is my favorite alongside Gens 3 and 4. I actually like Gen 4, by the way.
Cool!
Yes! Another one.
Baby!
Let's get it.
Let's go. Oh, man.
Alright, so I think now would be a good time to end it. I feel like this is going to be around 2 hours when I upload this.
Alright, so, but you're going to have to edit it.
Like, tinker around with the audio a little bit, but it's not that hard at all.
Alright, so I'll do my outro, and then you do... Okay?
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so I hope I see you guys around my channel.
Yeah,
So, if you're new to the paper, or you're a Sonic fan, and you just happen to click on this video, I definitely recommend you check out SMT stuff way more than mine, because mine's just gameplay, but he does a lot of discussions and stuff. And, well, this was super fun. And maybe at 20K we'll be able to do this again.
Maybe. I kind of want to do this with more fans now. This was actually kind of fun.
Dude, that's a great idea. Get into
that, and I'm like actually connecting with more of my fan base.
Yeah, it's great. But I just want to say again, thank you. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a good future.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to watch this. If you did stick around long enough, of course. I highly appreciate it. SSG, you're a great guy. This was such a fun discussion. Thank you so much for suggesting this idea, because I had fun with this a lot. I might do this with other fans as well.
That's a great idea.
Not frequently, but I'm definitely going to be doing this again. Like straight up. Whether with Paper Mario, 3D Mario, Sonic, I kind of want to do this with Sonic. And funnily enough, because I'm so tiny, like sometimes I like dream of being on a Game Explain discussing Paper Mario or something, or like collabing with Arlo with Paper Mario or something. Like, you know. People have suggested that actually. I wish. I know I'm not, but that's a good dream though.
Someone suggested that you collab with the thing.
I know. The first thing that comes to mind is Game Explain, but like Arlo would be a good one too. And of course, there's plenty of others. Kobanomani456 actually suggested Sonic discussions. But I feel like the other Sonic Tubers have a better shot than me, especially since I'm not even at 10K. Either way, though. Well, granted, Twip is smaller than me. He's almost at 5,000, but Kobe knows him, so maybe. I don't know. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. And again, if you guys want some Sonic content, Paper Mario, I'm still playing Sonic Forces. I'm basically just doing like the rest of the 100% run. Like I'm gonna be playing like the other stages with the custom hero, Super Sonic, Shadow. I definitely have a lot more discussion videos planned when I'm done with some of the Sonic stuff. When I'm done with 06 and Forces.
Trust me, he'll eventually get back to Mario plus Red.
That too. That's another LP I gotta finish. That's probably the last LP that I've started but haven't finished. But I have a Paper Mario video planned, possibly multiple, a Sonic one planned, the Mario Odyssey spoiler discussion. I have a Kid Icarus video planned. I have a certain anime video I'm gonna plan to release when I hit 10K because I've actually had this thought out for the past 8 months, and there's definitely gonna be more stuff coming down the road, especially with the South by South panel coming in March for Sonic. But yeah, all right.
Oh, you could do.
I could do what?
The Road to the South panel.
Road to Mega Man 11.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's another one. All right, I should probably end this right now. All right, you guys have a good rest of your week. I know this is probably gonna go up on Monday. Don't worry, guys. Monday's practically over by the time this is up. And you have the rest of the week. It's going to be great. Stay super.
Stay super.
There you go.